Hey everybody, welcome back to another fun-filled Pitching Ninja show. I am Pitching Ninja, and I am here with the legend, Long Dong Leahy. What is up, Will?
Yeah, that's right, Ninja. Well, so deGrom has had 2 starts since we last spoke. Of course, he gave up no runs. They were somewhat short starts, but eight innings, no runs, lowers his ERA to .50. That's lower than his .51 whip. The guy is making me start to question my own manhood. Last night, the best current rivalry in baseball kicked off again for another installment, the Dodgers and Padres. Padres took one in San Diego off the back of a deep Machado bomb. Machado! But I'm not gonna lie, Ninja, what I'm really most excited about is the looming return of Chris Sale. Some video has surfaced of him warming up. He looks great. We just showed Machado hitting a dong, but here's Machado being embarrassed at the hands of Chris Sale to win the Red Sox the 2018 World Series. I don't think Sale gets enough credit for being a martyr.
I could not wait till Chris Sale comes back because he makes my account better. Like having Chris Sale's sliders, it's just like not having it for so long, I might throw a party. Like I love watching Chris Sale.
Sale's return actually reminds me to mention legendary Red Sox closer Craig Kimbrel just became 9th all-time in saves, tying another legendary Red Sox closer, Jonathan Papelbon, who I also love, not just because he just choked the shit out of Bryce Harper. It's really great to see Kimbrel absolutely massacring batters this year. To be honest, I thought he was cooked the last couple of years, but it's awesome to see him all the way back.
You know, I think everybody was like that. Like me being an Atlanta guy, he was one of the reasons why you'd go to games. Like he was so much fun to watch. And he is right back at that level or better. Like his knuckle curve is as filthy as it's ever been. His fastball life is incredible. And his makeup on the bump is the biggest difference I see. Like his ability to calm himself down, but also channel his emotions. It got away from a little bit, I think, over the past couple years, but it is back. And Dirty Craig is at it again.
And one more on relief pitchers. What did you think about Kevin Kopps winning the Dick Howser Trophy?
Dude, I am so pumped for Kevin Kopps. Dude brought it all year long. I think he was the first relief pitcher ever to win that award, to win National College Baseball Player of the Year. And he deserves it. Like anytime you can have over 10 wins and over 10 saves in such a short season with a sub-1 ERA, and he's just a leader on and off the field. I mean, that dude deserves everything he gets. And if you stick around, Kevin Kopps is actually coming on the show later. There were some ridiculously good bloopers this week. This was an awesome week if you like baseball comedy.
Take a listen.
Give me umpires getting hit in the nuts because this is just awesome. If he was hurt, we wouldn't be showing this. He was fine, stayed in the game. Who knows how he felt the next day.
Here, the Astros are up to something again that just doesn't smell right.
Absolutely great stuff here. Maldonado has smoke coming out of his butt. And he chimed in afterwards after seeing that tweet and said it was baby powder. It might have been. Or it might be Fox's fart cam. We had the Ripper putting Stanton on the Infinity Day IL.
How about Johnny Cueto?
I've never seen a dude take a flop that hard on a follow through. Like that was unbelievable. And at first I thought he tore an Achilles or something like that. He just fell.
Don't forget about Lance Lynn's family-friendly K-strut.
Lance Lynn to me is one of those must-watch guys who I underrated my entire time on Twitter for whatever reason. And now I appreciate the big man more than he will ever know because Lance Lynn is a disgusting mess of a man who is freaking hilarious.
This week, I have to award another runner-up long dong, and it goes to Shohei Ohtani for the mere fact of him hitting 6 dongs in 6 games. I mean, look at this tweet. It really says it all. He takes this low, really good pitch and hits the absolute cream cheese out of it to dead center. Him and deGrom, man.
This was one of those situations where it was a really good pitch. Not only that, but he looked really, really bad on Mize's off speed before that on this splitter where his helmet comes off. And then somehow reaches off his front foot and hits this ball out. It's crazy.
But the long dong of the week goes to Nico Cavadas of Notre Dame. Notre Dame, unfortunately, has been knocked out, but he hits this ball right back to Greece. I mean, it was measured over 500 feet. This thing is absolutely brutalizing.
Oh my!
So the pitcher is one of my favorite guys. Landon Sims is maybe, other than Kevin Kopps, the best reliever in college baseball. And then Kavadas hit this ball that I'm pretty sure I've never seen a ball hit this far. Absolutely on it. Like, that's the only way you can put it. He on that ball, Will.
And now, PitchingNinja's Top 10 Filthiest Pitchers of the Week.
At number 10, Will Bednar absolutely shoving against Texas. He had 15 Ks in 6 innings with 1 hit and 1 walk in the College World Series against a top 5 team. I think his brother has made the top 10 list here for the Pirates, and he's going to get himself drafted pretty high and is a fun guy to watch. At number 9, Eli Morgan had his Bugs Bunny changeup. The highest compliment you can pay a changeup is to call it a Bugs Bunny changeup. An even higher compliment is to have Looney Tunes chime in and say, gets him every time, which is what they did to Eli Morgan's changeup. That's how good it was. At number 8, Walker Buehler's curveballs. Walker almost had himself a no-hitter, and his curveball is filthy, as you can see here. At number 7, Kevin Gausman's splitter. That splitter is just like one of those pitches that I watch, and I am amazed every time I see it. He's basically like a 2-pitch pitcher, fastball and splitter, and just carving people up. At number 6, Garrett Cole's 95-mile-an-hour changeup. No, I didn't stutter. A 95-mile-an-hour changeup. What's a 95-mile-an-hour changeup? He threw this after a 101.5-mile-an-hour fastball. And then he got asked a question in the press conference by my friend Lindsay Adler, which basically was, how did you do that? And Garrett got a kick out of the question.
Was your final pitch of the night a 95-mile-an-hour changeup?
Yeah.
How? What? I mean, seemed like there was a lot of adrenaline in that.
At number 5, we would be remiss without including the GOAT on my top 10. And I'm grading him on a curve because he could be 1 through 10 on this, but I can't do that because it would be boring to have deGrom every single time. But yeah, just more dominant stuff. Number 4, Lucas Giolito's changeup. Here, he does an Expelliarmus changeup where he disarms his opponent. At number 3, Craig Kimbrel is back with a vengeance. This combo of his knuckle curve and his fastball, just like, I don't know what you do with it. You're going to strike out, which is what happened. At number 2, Aroldis Chapman splitter. This is a 90-mile-an-hour splitter with about a 700 RPM spin rate. You know what that makes it? It makes it a virtual knuckleball. That spin rate is so low, and at 90 miles an hour, that ball just ends up dropping and has an unpredictable shape to it, especially when you combine it with a 103.4 mile an hour fastball. And at number 1, Trevor Bauer's death sword. Like, Bauer shows no regard for his opponent. His opponent's sprawling on the ground after trying to hold his swing, and Bauer does his little sword K strut. 8-up Walker, who maybe should be called striker outer. But yeah, nasty pitch by Bauer, nasty reaction by Bauer, and an awesome death sword. As promised, here is College Baseball Player of the Year, Kevin Kopps, and one of my favorite catchers in college baseball, Casey Opitz. Watching Casey behind the plate, like, doesn't that just get you fired up, Kevin? I mean, that's like one of those things, like, as a pitcher, does that get you fired up, or you're just like, calm down, dude, chill?
No, it fires me up, especially because I don't feel like I'm too emotional. Casey kind of does that for me, and I don't know, his confidence kind of flows into me and gives me confidence with my pitches.
I think that's great for catchers to understand, is like, it's more than just, framing. It's more than just calling the game. Like, you guys have to be on the same page.
It kind of just happened. I didn't even know I was doing it until someone pointed it out and you made a video about it.
So you didn't even know you were doing it?
First time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I just lost my mind. But I was like, they loved it and the guys liked it and they thought it was funny that, I made Pitching Ninja before some of them did, so that gave me some bragging rights, and it just went from there. There's that line where you're trying to make it about yourself, and I never wanted to do that. I'm so pumped for the pitcher on the mound, or just coming through in such a big situation that I just can't help but show it. And then our fans, man, it's tough to not feed off the energy that our fans give us, just because they're unbelievable. Like you saw TV doesn't do it justice, and everyone talking about it doesn't do it justice. Just to be in that stadium during some of those moments, it's deafening. Like, it's unbelievably loud. Like, I'll never hear something like that again. It's a crazy memory just to be a part of that.
Are you always just that chill? I can tell you're pretty chill.
Yeah, that's kind of just who I am. When I do a little bit of self-talk, confidence on the mound, but I really don't. In those moments, it's really just me and Opitz, and that's all I kind of hear and see on the field. I don't really see anything else. It almost kind of the self-talk almost reminds me of that scene in Nacho Libre when the bad guy or whatever is getting massaged and the guy's talking him up. That's kind of what I think about on the mound a little bit.
Do you ever get mad at yourself? Is there ever any negative self-talk?
All the time, almost all the time, almost too much. One of the things that I'll do that I try not to do is it's usually on the changeup, to be honest. I'll throw it in the dirt and I'll I usually slam one of my feet on the ground when I'm irritated. I try not to show any emotion negatively like that out there, but that's one of the things I'll do.
Do you have any cool nicknames, or are you just Kopps? Everybody calls you Kopps.
Everybody calls me Kopps. Occasionally the officer, but that's kind of rare.
I kind of like the
Never
officer.
called you that. Never called you that, Kevin.
So, all right, let's see your pitch grips.
Okay, the cutter.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird grip. I show a lot of people, and they usually give up on it within a day. I feel the best way to look at it, it's a one seam, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of across the seams. I just try to spin it off like a left-handed two seam.
So, are you at all manipulating it, or are you throwing a fastball?
I'm manipulating it a little bit. I've tried to throw it because I know people use it as a two seam, and I've tried to throw it like a fastball, and it cuts every time. So I would like to say yes, but no. So
it's the way your hands are naturally shaped, and something to do with your mechanics that is making the pitch cut like that.
Yeah, I squeeze it. You can see. I squeeze the ball. Completely like that, and I think that really gets the pressure between these two fingers.
Okay, so it's mostly your middle finger and your thumb then, as opposed to if you're coming through with a traditional two-seamer, it would be less that.
Yes, sir. I hold it like that. And then when I throw it, it just kind of rolls out like that versus that for a fastball. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been another great week of the Pitching Ninja show. I'm going to K-strut on out of here. Not the Lance Lynn nut grab K-strut, although you won't know it because the camera does not pan down that far. But until next time, keep throwing flames.
Strike three!